Assalamualaikum viewers. Hope for best of your health and iman. Today's topic is Lean and Schwartz classification. Today we're going to discuss what are the Lean and Schwartz classification about bacteria, how they classified bacteria in different phylum, and we're going to see what are the characteristics on the basis of which they classified all of these bacteria. The base on which they classified all the bacteria are the form, motility, their metabolism and their ecological role. So these are the 4 points on the basis of which they classified the bacteria. The one is the form, which is their shape, their form of cell structure, what is the shape of the cell, all these things. These include the form. And motility, whether they are motile, non-motile, having flagella, no flagella. So these things come in motility. And metabolism, autotrophic, heterotrophic, their nutrition case, their metabolic processes, what processes they use for their metabolism, and energy, energy consumption, all these comes in metabolism. And ecological role, what are their ecological roles with the environment, their useful effects, their the harmful effects. So on these all points they put in for the classification of all types of bacteria. They form a base of all of these points to classify all the bacteria. The number one phylum is Archaeobacteria. Archaeobacteria are those bacteria, they have the distinct membranes. So I wrote the distinctive characteristics of all the phyla, so it will be easy to understand and learn how are the different characteristics make different phyla differ from the other one. They have distinctive membranes, specialized distinctive membranes, separate membranes, and cell wall is different from all other, that it does not have muric acid. So the cell wall of the Archaeobacteria does not have muramic acid. So this is a big point. And then comes about the ribosomes. Ribosomes are just similar to the eukaryotic ribosomes. So they have the ribosomes which are similar to the eukaryotic ribosomes. And methanogens which are those bacteria which produce the methanes. These are the common members of the species of this phyla. So methanogens is the common example mostly present in this phyla, Archaeobacteria. Next, the second one is the Omnibacteria. Omnibacteria are those bacteria which have the rod-shaped bacteria. Who are the rod-shaped bacteria? Rod-shaped bacteria are the bacilli, and comma-shaped bacteria. And comma-shaped bacteria are vibroids. So these are the two shapes, come the forms that Omnibacteria have. They are rod-shaped and comma-shaped bacteria come. And heterotrophic, their mode of nutrition is heterotrophic, and gram-negative cell wall they have. And they are also pathogens causing the diseases. Mostly are the pathogens which cause the diseases in other organisms. They are aerobic. Aerobic means they use oxygen for their respiration and their energy production, but they are the use nitrogen compounds. So they are aerobic, but they have nitrogen compound. They use nitrogen compound for their food processes and their energy consumption. The third one comes the cyanobacteria. As you know, we have discussed a lot about cyanobacteria. Are those bacteria which are the blue green, having the blue green phycobilins. They are photosynthetic. If they are photosynthetic, of course they have chlorophyll A. And the phycobilins which they have, the phycobilins are the water soluble, and they are nitrogen fixers. They fix nitrogen. They have ability to fix nitrogen, and they are also the part of photosynthetic member of the lichens. Lichens which are the association between algae and fungi. So they are the lichens, photosynthetic part of the lichens, photosynthetic member which do photosynthetic for the lichen association, photosynthesis for the lichen association. The fourth one is the chlorobacteria. Chlorobacteria, as their name shows, that chloro means they have the chlorophyll. So chloroxybacteria are chlorophyll having bacteria. And what are the chlorophyll, what type of chlorophyll they have, and what are their function? They have just single genus. This phyla have just one single, this phylum has just one single genus, which is photosynthetic bacteria, and this phylum is known as Plochloron. This is known as Prochloron. So prochloron, and it has the chlorophyll A as well as chlorophyll B, so which is similar to the eukaryotic algae and the plant. So it have both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. It has the nitrogen fixation ability. It is also they are nitrogen fixers. The fifth one comes is the mycoplasmas and spiroplasmas. Mycoplasmas are those bacteria which do not have cell wall. So these are the mycoplasmas and spiroplasmas. That bacteria which do not have cell wall. So they lack the cell wall, and bacteria the bacteria surrounded by a triple layer of the lipid membrane. So this is the specialization that it does not have. They do not have cell wall, but they have a triple layer of lipid compound lipid layer. They have triple lipid layer, which in replacement of a cell wall. So these are the mycoplasmas and spiroplasmas. Then come the sixth one, which is a spirochetes, and spirochetes are long spirelia, as we have learned that spirochetes are the spiralium shape. So these are the spirelia, spiral like, and have long spirelia. And what do their flagella have? A distinctive characteristic is that flagella are inserted into beneath the outer lipoprotein layer. So it is inserted beneath the outer lipoprotein membrane of their gram negative cell wall, which is they have the gram negative characteristic of type of the cell wall. The seventh class of the bacteria classification is Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas are those bacteria which are the straight or curved rods. So they are the rod like bacteria, but they may have straight rods, or they may have curved rods, or one or more flagella which are present on one end. So they are like this, that they have the rod shape which is curved or straight, and flagella which are present maybe one or more than one, but present at one end. The eighth type of the classification of the bacteria is actinomycetes. Actinomycetes are those type of bacteria which is distinctive characteristics, but sometimes it is mistaken with the fungi. Why it is mistaken with the fungi? Because it has a filamentous nature, filamentous structure, and also spore formation is produced in the upright structures are formed, upright branchlets are formed, and the what happened, the spores are formed from the terminal branchlets and in the form of the chains. So this is a little bit similar to the fungi characteristics. That's why it is mistaken as it is a fungi, but this is not a fungi. This is a bacterial phylum which is known as actinomycetes. The eighth one is myxobacteria. So the eighth phylum of the classification of the bacteria is a myxobacteria. Myxobacteria is that type of bacteria which have a gliding nature, gliding bacteria, which have upright spore structures. Means spore structures are present in upright position straight to upward, and they are the unicellular rods which are aggregate in a slimy mass which is also secreted by themselves. So they are present in a slimy mass which they secrete themselves, and they are filamentous nature, and filaments are aggregated in this way. They are unicellular rod like structures. Next comes the this is a nitrogen fixing bacteria, and this is the most important type of the bacterium phylum, which is a nitrogen fixers, nitrogen fixing bacteria, and they have a great economic importance, and they all are gram negative bacteria and flagellated. So this is at that type that they are all species are flagellated as well as gram negative bacteria, and they have nitrogen fixing species which are free living, or they may be modulated, means they may be live with some some other living organism. So in this way they have both types, free living as well as modulated type. And the examples, the species which come in this phylum nitrogen fixing bacteria are Azobacter, Clostridium, and Rhizobium. So these are the three examples of the nitrogen fixing bacteria. And the last one is the this is the chemoautotrophic bacteria. So chemoautotrophic bacteria, as their name shows, that chemo means chemical. So they have their energy source as a chemical. So these are the chemoautotrophic bacteria, which are the most ancient and the primitive type of the bacteria present in this earth, and is chemical source of the energy. They use a chemical source of the energy, and the chemicals which is used for their source of the energy are reduced gases. They may be ammonia, they may may be methogens, methane, and there may be hydrogen sulfide as a source of sulfur. So these chemicals which they use for their chemical needs and their autotrophic nature. And the most common bacteria present in this type are the Nitrosomonas and Nitrobacter. So it was all about classification of the bacteria, which was done by Lin and Schwartz, Lin Margulis, and Kellen Schwartz. So they classified bacteria in almost 11 groups of 11 phylum, and on the basis of their form, structure, and all of form, structure, their metabolic activities, their mode of nutrition, and I hope it will be helpful for you. Thank you so much for coming on my channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and make sure to follow me on Instagram. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz.